Are we live, whore? T.S. Madison fans know what I'm talking about. Are we live? Are we live? Who had the wisdom teeth taken out? Somebody. Oh, Wendy. Oh my goodness. So sorry. I have a meeting with a new dentist in about 2 weeks, and we're going to see about my wisdom teeth. I don't know. My last dentist, who was a hack, said that they could stay. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? What's up, Denard? Hey, baby. Hey. Yes, Jasmine, finally. Denard, 10 more minutes and you're off to work. Thanks for joining me, my love. Thank you. Finally, it has happened to me. So what we're going to do is, you know what? This has nothing to do with 90 Day Fiancé. I didn't talk about Tanya. Y'all think I didn't see her at the reunion. You think we're ever going to hear why she decided to not come back, or like just hear her side of the story? Who knows? Who knows? Jen said, Yara saying, maybe I should just go back to Ukraine at the end. Like, girl, we know you're not going anywhere. Thank you, Jen. Or you're just setting up your storyline for happily ever after, but I support it. She just wasn't even trying with that. I was so annoyed by that. I was like, Yara, I don't know. Maybe I should go back to Ukraine. You were hugged up with Jovi the entire reunion. You were coming at everybody, making it seem like your relationship is so great. Girl, we're going to see you on the next season. We know exactly what you're doing. I do not believe that Yara and Jovi had ever been in like a bad place. I really feel like the both of them were putting it on for the show. I think they were always in a good place. I really, really do. I think they were giving us what they think that, the viewers wanted to see. And, it paid off for them because they got another season. I don't think that, yeah. I'm so glad you caught that, Jen. I'm so glad you caught that, because I was just like, when she did that, I was like, oh, Yara, please. You know what's so funny? I'm surprised that the show didn't make her change her earrings, because she was fidgeting with that earring the entire time. And sometimes it was up, sometimes it was down. I'm surprised that somebody from like the costume department didn't come and like bring her a pair of earrings that actually worked. Because it was always like she was messing with the earring the whole time. It was up, it was down. It was just like a lot going on with that one earring that she was showing. And I was just like, costume may come take them earrings away from her? That probably should have happened. Me too, Greta, but it seems like she moved on to bigger and better things, and we will not be talking about it. We will not. She just won't say anything because she's not going to be at the reunion. Hey, Antilles. Hey, baby. Hey, Leo. What time is it? I want to get to the 5-minute mark that we're coming on in the room. Sean Anderson said, hey, y'all, I'm always here lurking in the background because my boss is a hater. LOL, love you guys. I know about that life. I told y'all that's how I got introduced to YouTube. I started, I would watch like reviews while I was at work, and I would wear my hair down, and I would have like a headphone in like one of my ears, and I would have it pushed through my shirt so they couldn't like see my headphone, and then I would have my phone under my laptop, my mouse pad, so they could not see me listening to my favorite shows. But yeah, I know about that life. I'm glad you're here though anyway, baby. If you are a fan of Drag Race, you're going to see me and my mom at the finale with these lighters. They don't light up anymore. They used to. Maybe it'll light up at night. But we had these things, and we were dancing with these the whole night. So you'll see these. You'll also see us with these flags, these Drag Race flags. This is the Drag Race flag. This is the LGBTQ community. Oh, wait. This is the gay flag. You'll see me with those. But yeah, we're going to be all throughout that season finale, me and my mama. I got to get rid of these, though. Can you repurpose these? I would love to keep them. They were fun. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, it's a 5-minute mark. You know what that means. You know what that means. Hey, Missy V2. Thank you for being here. Daphne. Wait, number 25. What that mean? Are you the number 25th person in the room? What does that mean, Daphne? Or are you turning 25? If you are, thank God for you, because your brain is now fully developed, so you'll make better decisions, hopefully. No, Kimberly, I didn't. Kimberly sent me a DM from Kenzie concerning Kenzie. Hold on. Kimberly, I'm checking my DMs. Oh, I got it. Oh, I heard about this. I never watched it. Candy Burr's Chick-fil-A meltdown. I heard about this. I'll watch it when I get done with here, and we'll talk about it in my Portia video. But yeah, I heard about that. Sarah Peter said you should do a live of Drag Race finale as it airs so we know who you are. I would, but I feel like YouTube would take it down. I feel like they will like block the feed. So I that's why I've never done anything like that. Because I've had a little couple of dust ups with them trying to like remove my channel. So I don't play with them fools. But my mom and I are going to do a Drag Race video Friday, and this should be up on Saturday about our experience, and we're going to actually review the season finale. We're going to do it. Wendy said, Drag Race, yes, ma'am, NikkiStar. How you felt about Lala Reed's music video? It gave me live, very, very Nola Big Frida tease. Absolutely. I loved it. Y'all know anything Lala Reed does, I'm going to go up for, except for that that gift bag outfit. I couldn't, baby. But anything else, you know, I go up for. Sophia said, hey, Nikki, love from Toronto. Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Tony. Thank y'all for being here. All right, we're past the 5-minute mark. We got to get ready. So let's come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Everybody sing, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because Graciela is here. So won't you come on in the room? Hey, come on in the room. What's up, Black Lavender? Come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Hey, Marianne. How you doing, my love? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Shout out to my moderators, Tony, Black Lavender. Thank you so much. I couldn't do without y'all. Hey, Christelle. Greta said, Candy, speak on it. It's way better than Watch What Happens Live. Don't tell Andy. Don't tell Andy. Alexis said Viacom put a strike on Bob and Monet when they tried. Yeah. See, I don't do it. I don't do it. Absolutely, Cuse Girly. Tamisha Iman's video was everything. Absolutely. I hope she didn't burn her bridges with Drag Race. I really do, because Tamisha is great, and I will want to see her on All Stars. It's about to start filming. Little insider tea. It's about to start filming. I'm excited. I don't know who's going to be on it, but production is in town. Production is in town. Yes, thank you. Yeah, please, guys, send a shout out to my moderators. They are amazing. They really, really are. They help me so wonderfully in here. Could you imagine if I'm like trying to just review and I'm going back and forth in these comments? Absolute insanity. I'm so thankful for them. Yeah, Tamisha, Denard said, yeah, Tamisha is out here burning all the bridges, and I live for it, Denard. Denard. Oh, Alexa said, I personally doubt it. Milk still made it on All Stars while being shady the whole time. But Milk was hot. You know what I mean? Like, I will say this about Milk. Milk was fine, right? So I don't think that there was anything that, not saying that there wasn't anything that he could do, but I just think that Milk was so fine. A lot of his mess was forgiven. He's still fine. Like, you know how some of these people get on Drag Race and then they start doing stuff to their face and it's like, Milk looks better. You know what? Does Milk still look good? Let me see, because I stopped following Milk for a minute because I get a little obsessed. Yes. Oh, I went to my friends, like I clicked on Instagram and I saw that one of my really good friends posted that they just booked a new show. Go watch, what is it? What's the name of the show? Mustafa, what's his name of the show? Oh, it hasn't come out with a name yet. Anyway, my good friend Mustafa Speaks, yay, just booked a show on Spectrum. He's going to be starring with David Alan Grier. Oh, wait. Yes. This is Mustafa right here, the black man. Congrats, Mustafa. Love you. What did I come here for? Milk. I came here to lust over Milk. Hold on. Is Milk still hot? What is his name? Big and Milky? He, him, she, her, drag. This is, oh. Still fine. Still fine. Still fine. Yeah. Still fine. Still fine. Go ahead on Milk. Go ahead on. Still fine. In and out of drag. In and out. Still. He's a lot better out of drag for me because I'm a straight woman. But come on. Still fine. So I feel like Milk could do a lot. And, you know, the drag race community will still be like, okay, Milk. Vanessa, it wasn't that interesting. That's why I'm talking to y'all for a bit more, because my review is going to be real short because not a lot happened in the part 2. So take your time, Vanessa. We'll be here. It sure did, Alexis. Did the body good. Oh, Wendy. Wendy said, but Milk is a white queen that is found attractive by the masses in the drag fandom. Yeah, which is why I feel like Milk could get away with a lot. Milk could get away with a lot. Daphne, a whole joke. They could have kept it. We only needed one part. They could have kept it. We did not need a 2-part. Oh, I can't, Bella Flor. I can't wear the wig. She took that thing back. Oh, I can't play in her wigs no more. I gotta go find me some wigs to play in because that did not go over well. Andrew's baying. Oh, yes. My friends are getting booked and busy. God is good. Let me tell you something. When people around you are getting blessed upon blessed and they, you know, you're in community with them, don't get jealous. You better celebrate because you're next. You better celebrate because you're next. I'm telling you, when people around you are getting blessed, don't you ever look around and be like, what about me? You just better get ready because yours is coming, because you are in the space where the blessings come in. The blessings come in. But Mustafa has been doing this for a very long time. He's been out there hustling. So I'm very happy for him. Yes, he's going to be working with Sharon Lawrence, David Alan Grier, and Sharon Lawrence. Listen, booked and busy. And listen, I'm getting ready. Because all my friends are getting booked and busy. So who's next? Obviously me. You better be ready. Never look around and get jealous. I'm telling you guys. Because you'll be so busy looking at what's happening with somebody else, you will not be able to catch what's coming for you. Just get in line. Just get ready. That's all you need to do. Yolande say, glad I missed the second part. I can always count on the Star fam to fill me in. Yeah, we're gonna film you in. We're gonna fill you in. This ain't worth it, girl. That the tell-all was nothing. This is gonna be a quick one. Since it's gonna be quick, let me get through this now so we can chit-chat about some other things. Yes, Crystal, very boring. Anyway, if you're just here for the review, beloveds, it starts right now. Yeah. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I knew I was grown when I was able to sing that song all the way through. What is that song? What is his name? What is his name? It's not Mystical. Child, I'm getting old. What is his name? I wanna look you. Cool. No, cool. It's not Coolio. What is his name? What is the name of that song? He's a rapper. He's in all them Fast and Furious movies. What is his? I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. I will say this. I just knew that I was grown when I was able to sing that all the way through and not edit. When I stopped editing the song, I was like, oh, I'm grown. I'm grown. Ludacris. I was like, I'm grown now. What? And I want to move from the bed down to the floor. Anyway, Andrew is still trying to control Amira. Still trying to control. He's still threatening to leave the show, but still hanging around. Like, if you're going to leave, then leave. Why you still, oh, well, I'm in the car. I'm about to leave. They're driving off. If I don't get to see her, boy, bye. Boy, bye. Still trying to control her because he cannot get his way, because he's not able to see her and talk to her and, probably harass her. He gets upset about that and he threatens to leave, but he doesn't actually leave. I will say this. I was very surprised and disappointed that the cast, maybe y'all are not watching the season, but how do y'all not know that Andrew is toxic? He was showing you toxic behavior right here because he was demanding to see a woman who he was in a relationship with who does not want to see him, who was saying that she was having a panic attack about seeing this man. She does not feel comfortable around him, even through seeing him through a freaking Zoom. That says a lot. Why are y'all out here trying to be like, oh, I want to hear his side of the story? You were given that option. You were given that option to hear his side of the story when Amira is no longer there. Amira is not changing that for you. Amira is not making this a problem for you. She said, I just want to say my piece and get gone while he is not there. Then he can come on and say whatever. What was the problem? Andrew was making the problem because he wanted to see her and speak to her, which obviously means that he has not seen and spoke to her since they ended their relationship. She wants it that way because that is how she feels safe. What is wrong with what she was doing? I just couldn't believe, especially the women. Oh, we are down bad. Oh my goodness. I'm so sick of men having us out here looking dumb. Like this girl, Amira, clearly was just like, I don't want to see him. No. If I have to be here, then I'll wait. He can come on. Clearly, something was happening to her just thinking about seeing this man, and you women couldn't even ride with her. Down bad. Men got us like nuts, and they know it. Oh, they know it. Anyway. I got a super chat from Monique. What's up, Monique? Dottie Watkins. Monique said, oh, hi, Nikki, my best friend in my head. Hey! When I DM'd you last night at 9 p.m. Hawaii time about Amira, you were the only one I knew who could relate. When did you DM me? Did you DM me on Instagram? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me get out of Milk's Instagram. I'm still in his Instagram. I'm a mess. I love being a woman. Even though we're down bad, I love being a woman. When did you send it? Because it's your name, Monique. Oh, yeah. I got it. I just got it. I remember this one. Oh, God. Oh, thank you. I remember this one. Thank you. Because when you DM me, I was watching it. So compiling my notes. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, who is this? Simply Simone is sending me some mess right now. Child, y'all are a mess. I love y'all. I love y'all. But I was just really disappointed in the women. Oh, before I go on, Shannon, I got it. Thank you. Oh, wait. Thank you so much for sending this to me. So before we go on, and I put this in the description box below. Shannon Trotman, who is one of YouTube subscriber here at NikkiStar TV, said, "Good evening. I couldn't message you on Twitter, but this attached tweet shows a thread regarding the volcanic eruption on a Caribbean island in St. Vincent and ways to help. It has caused tens of thousands of residents to be displaced." And to be displaced in shelters and at safety points on the island, or evacuating to neighborhood Caribbean islands. Could you share it with the NikkiStar TV family to boost awareness? Absolutely, Shannon. I am sharing it. I will put the information about how we can help, how the NikkiStar TV can help family can help our family over in St. Lucia, Dominicana, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago. Right here, she just has a lot of resources about how we can help our family who is suffering right now. So yes, I absolutely got that, Shannon, and I will do that. Thank you so much for sending that out to me. We're going to do what we can, right, family? We're going to do what we can. Thank you, Monique, so much. Let's get back to the review. So out of all the women, only one person really stood up for Amira, and that was Rebecca. Rebecca killed this reunion for me. She was so good, and just like, she asked the questions that I wanted answers to, and she was able to defend other cast members in a way that wasn't like attacking, but like made complete sense. She did a great job for me this reunion. Because everybody was on Andrew's side, but Rebecca was just like, Andrew said something to me that was very concerning. He said, "I finally get to talk to Amira." And Rebecca was like, that bothered me, because if she cut off contact with him and now she's being like forced to talk to him, that makes me feel uncomfortable, because he knows that there's been no communication. So now he feels like he has this moment to speak to her and do whatever he wants to her. But if she didn't feel safe enough to continue communication with him and didn't want to, then why are we trying to make her do that now? She was the only one who was speaking sense. Like making sense to me, because I was like, absolutely. If they have not talked since she got on that plane back to France for good reason, why are we trying to make this woman do it now because she's saying she don't want to do it? And so it had to get to the point where the men were like, well, why don't you want to talk to him? Because we want to hear his side. When Amira finally said, because I don't want him to yell at me. I don't want him to make me feel bad about not having his baby. Like, why does she even have to say that? If she said she didn't want to see him because she didn't feel safe, that should have been enough. The men were trash, and so were the women that were with them. Child, Yara and Julia, we will get into them. So after I moved on from being pissed and disappointed with the cast, except for Rebecca, can't say anything about Ziad, because Ziad was just laughing the whole time. I think, it was a language barrier, the understanding and the speaking. So Ziad was just checking in with things that he felt like he understood. So can't really fault him for anything. But I'm just like, we saw the text that Andrew sent Amira. We know that he was a different person on camera than he was when they weren't filming, right? When he was, sending her these nasty text messages, yelling at her over the phone. We've realized that he is not who he appears to be on camera. And I will only give the cast this little nugget, like not nugget, but I'll only give them this little olive branch if they have not watched the season, because it seems like a lot of them do not watch the show. I don't know why. It feels like it should be a requirement to watch the show before you come to the tell-all, but it is what it is. So anyway, we find out why Amira does not, we find out additionally why Amira does not want to talk to, speak to, see, or engage with Andrew, basically because he's mentally abusive, right? She said he screams at me, he yells at me, he makes me feel bad. And specifically, one of the things that he did to Amira when he sent her those nasty text messages about staying, like having getting a plane ticket to Paris or coming to America, she has to choose. But what he left out was He did not want Amira to come to America unless she agreed to get pregnant before marrying him. What the hell? That psycho made it seem like she just didn't want to have kids with him, or that she didn't want to have kids right away. We didn't know that there was an ultimatum where she had to agree. Like, so basically Amir getting on the plane means I'm going to get pregnant with his child right away before I get married to him. He essentially wanted to trap her. He essentially wanted to trap that woman because that is the only way he knew that he could keep her. He knew that he probably could not keep her on anything else concerning himself. Not his bang, not that daycare that he uses to try to make women think that he is a really good guy. None of that. He knew that she would probably get there and see what kind of dude that he is and probably turn around and go back to Paris. So what he wanted to do was have her agree of getting pregnant as soon as she got there, probably get the woman pregnant on day one and be like, well, I know you want to leave, but you can't leave because you're having my baby. Oh, he's sick. He's sick. I'm glad he won't be on the show anymore. I really, really am. It's just like, you either have my baby or you got to leave. I'll leave. Amira said, oh, well, I'm going to go to Paris then. Hell no. Hell no. So anyway, then we get into Tyreek, who we find out has been in polyamorous relationships before. I will say I'm not polyamorous. That ain't for me. You know what I mean? If I were to be in a polyamorous relationship, it would just, I would be the only woman in that. You know what I mean? I would be, probably the wife or girlfriend of 16 men. Because why not? If you're going to go big, go big. But I have never liked a man long enough to like have 16 boyfriends or husbands. Child, they get on your nerves after a while. It's just be like, oh, you still here? All of y'all are still here? I need a break. So it's just not for me, right? And that's okay. I don't feel any way about it. It's just not something that I would do. It don't work for me. The way that the cast was acting, like he was doing something sick. Like him and Hazel were engaging in something that was just like sick and unheard of. And I'm like, y'all ain't never heard of polyamorous relationships before? Y'all never heard of one partner having like the husband having multiple wives? And like, y'all never heard of this? Like, stop it. They were like, oh, what? What is that? Y'all kidding me? This cast got on my nerves at the second part of the reunion. They really, really did, because the not believing Amira, to like trying to force her to speak to Andrew, to like kind of shaming Tyreek and Hazel for being in a polyamorous relationship and making it seem gross. Like, okay, it's not for you, right? They're not banging gerbils, okay? Like they're interacting with consenting human adults. Why is that a problem for you? If it's not for you, okay. Ew, I would never. I hate when adults do that stuff. You too big. You're too big, you're too grown to be reacting to things like this. Like, come on. This cast got on my nerves, this part of the reunion. Now, I won't say this cast, specifically the couples that have a Ukrainian or Russian partner. They got on my nerves. They got on my nerves. It also seems like Hazel has been down with being in a polyamorous relationship from jump. Like, they were trying to make it seem like Tyreek was manipulating her to like being in this polyamorous relationship. And they found out that Hazel was just like, oh, I'm down. Yeah, I want a girlfriend too. They are meant for each other. Speaking of Hazel, I'm not going to say that I don't think that Hazel is bisexual. I think that Hazel prefers relationships with women. I think that Hazel wants to have a girlfriend who is a lesbian. I don't think she wants a black lesbian, okay? Because Hazel knows what she wants, okay? With a big butt. She wants a black lesbian with a big butt. I think that Hazel does not want a girlfriend for her and Tyreek to share, right? I don't think she wants a woman to enter the relationship who is bisexual or who is straight, but will engage in a polyamorous relationship with them. I think she wants a woman who is a lesbian. Here is why. I think that Hazel probably enjoys relationships with women more than she does with men. I think she also does not want a woman who is attracted to a man so that who is straight or bisexual, so that she does not have to deal with possibly losing Tyreek to another woman. I think that she does love Tyreek. I think her love more, and I'm just assuming here from what I have seen, I think she loves him more for how he has changed her life and what he has done for her and how he loves her and how he's a great father. And I think she loves those things about him. I don't think that if given the choice, from what I have seen, Hazel, that she would be down for being in a relationship with a man. Like that for her, I gotta have a woman involved in this concept too, because I need this part of me to be fulfilled. I think once she's here long enough and once she's in this polyamorous relationship long enough, I see Hazel probably, within the next probably decade or so, or maybe even later in life, I see her settling down with a woman. I just don't see it. I see the way she talks about women is very different than the way she talks about Tyreek, who is her husband. Like there's just a difference there. So I think that Hazel's problem with Minty is I don't think that Minty was bisexual. I think Minty came into that relationship and Minty was all about Tyreek and tolerated Hazel when she had to. I'm not sure if they all slept together, ain't my business. But I honestly think that Hazel knew that she probably, if she allowed this relationship to progress, she would probably lose Tyreek to Minty. And if that's what she's thinking, I absolutely agree with that because the way Tyreek, it's written all over your face. Hey. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. Listen, I don't think you caught yourself, but the way you was looking at Minty, when Minty's face came up on the little Zoom screen, Tyreek leaned back and was like, Hazel was watching you, bro. So yeah, and the fact that you're still friends with Minty, you told Hazel that you're not going to stop being friends with her. I think you're ending with, our relationship is different and nobody else dictates our relationship. Minty is a problem for you, Tyreek. Minty is a problem for you. Hazel knows what she sees. I see it too, bro. I see it too. And Minty is like, I don't know why we can't be friends. Oh, girl. Oh, girl, you trying your best to get to the U.S. You trying your best. And you know what? You play your cards right. You might be over here. Anyway, so we obviously, I don't think we're going to see them on the next season, but it is very apparent that Tyreek and Hazel have some unresolved issues, especially concerning Minty. It does seem like they're both still interested in being in a polyamorous relationship. But again, I think that the person who's going to come in is not going to be able to fulfill both partners. I think this person coming in is either going to be a woman who is a lesbian or a woman who is either straight or bisexual who will favor Tyreek. I think for Hazel's sake, I just wouldn't entertain that with a bisexual or a straight woman. I would go full lesbian just to be safe. But you know what? Because I got 2 lesbian friends who be getting, a lot of penis. And I be like, girl, they still lesbian, but how you getting more men than me? What the hell? So I don't know. Hazel, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, Hazel. I'm thinking about it. You know what, Hazel? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't entertain. No, listen. Let's talk. Maybe not bring a woman into your relationship. Maybe have an open marriage. I wouldn't even do that. Hazel, you can't do anything. Damn it, girl. Damn it. Listen, live here long enough. Get your coin up. Get your American citizenship. divorce this man and come out, because girl, it's just, I'm thinking I always have some kind of way to help, right? I can't help you in a situation, because I think in any and every situation that I could tell you about, you would not win in that. Tariq is always leaving with the woman, so I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Damn it. Damn it. You might have to cheat. Because I can't. Any woman that you bring into that situation is not going to go well for you. It's just not going to go well for you. Yeah, it's not going to go well for you. Anyway, let's move on to Tariq. Okay. I think you're a great guy. I really, really do. I got to be honest with you. I think you and Minty had sex. I think y'all crossed the line somewhere. I really, really do. It's just the way you two interact. It's too much there for there not to have been some kind of exchanging of fluids. I think something happened there. Anyway, let's move on to Mike, Natalie, and Sarah. Sarah, who looked like she can fight. Why do all the women in Mike's life look like they can fight? From his mama to his barber, now to his best friend, Sarah. So Sarah, Sean calls Sarah in to tell her side of the story. Sarah is Mike's sister, who he calls the best friend, who he says is like a sister, who he slept over her house the day before she got married. And when Natalie called, he, had his nipples exposed, and she was saying, "I'm getting in the shower." And so Natalie thought that Sarah was cheating with Mike. When we see Sarah, she got her lip piercing, and the camera comes on her, and she's like, so I'm like, okay, she got hands. So Sean is asking her, she thinks that, Natalie and Mike are a good fit. And Sarah is just like, actually, no, I don't, because the cultural differences, and, they're always fighting. So I don't think that these two are a good match. All these prison broads in Mike's life. Natalie, get out of this. Get out of this, girl. I just see you being jumped like every day in this relationship with this man. Girl, these women look like they will jump you at your own baby shower. Get out of this. Get out of this. This is not the family for you. This Mike's community, Mike's family. It's just not, because you got too much mouth not to get jumped by these women. You really, really do. I will say this. Even though Sarah gives me fighter, right? Doesn't mean I don't believe her. I absolutely believe Sarah. I'm sorry, Natalie. I don't believe you. I think, and you even said it. Natalie was like, "Oh, well, I look at it now and I think that I blew things out of proportion." You think so, sis? You think so? You lied on Sarah. You absolutely lied on that woman. And you know what? She should have an issue with you, because if her husband, hopefully everything is cool, but if he wasn't like a cool guy, you could have really jeopardized her marriage. You could have jeopardized her marriage. And then you put that out there, this rumor out there about this woman who doesn't even have the same platform that you have to defend herself. Not cool. But I absolutely believe Sarah. Sarah was just like, I had a house full of people. Like, Natalie, you left out the fact that Sarah's bridal party was at the home too. And Sarah said, I announced that I was taking a shower because I had the house full of people. Basically saying, I'm telling everybody that I'm jumping in the shower. So basically whoever wants to go after me could be ready or something. Like, girl, Natalie, the way you lied, you tried to lie about the situation and make it bigger than it absolutely was, man. And I will also say this, Natalie, you tried to be real slick and tried to get yourself out of the situation because you knew it was not going to go well for you, because Sarah was just like, me and Natalie have not been cool, because when Mike was helping me run some errands for my wedding, she didn't know that she was on speakerphone. And she said, are all the women in America whores, or is it just you? Talking about Sarah, and Sarah was just like, she responded, and they got into a screaming match. And then Sean asked Mike if that's what actually was said, that if that's what Natalie said to Sarah, and Mike was like, I got heated really fast. So that's absolutely what she said. So Natalie then, who was saying that she didn't say any of that, when she realized it wasn't going to go well for her because she was on an American TV show saying that American women are whores, all of a sudden Natalie's demeanor changed. It went from, oh, Sarah, I didn't say that, you lied. No, Sarah, I didn't say that, Sarah, you lied. Then it went to this. Shoulders crouched down, and Natalie being like, Sarah. Sarah. No, you misinterpreted. I didn't know. Sarah. Wait. No. In the beginning, it was Sarah. So I didn't say, no, Sarah, no, you lied. You're a liar. All of a sudden, when Sarah made that comment about American women that you said, it was, no, Sarah. No, Sarah. You said it, Natalie. Oh, you got a mouth on you. You're going to get jumped by his family and his friends. Girl, get out of that. Because I don't think you have the hands to match the mouth. That's the thing. I don't think that anybody should be putting their hands on people just because of something they said, right? The other side of that coin is, if you got a mouth, you better learn how to duck and dodge or fight, because not everybody was raised right. Some people gonna black both your eyes for talking crazy. And Natalie, you talk crazy. You talk real, you're a hothead. You talk real crazy, and then you fall into this because you think that works with all men. It don't. It don't. You do a little too much talking, and I don't think you can back it up. You look like you might be somebody that stabs. So you give me stabber. You give me stabber. So you know what? Maybe you can hold your own. Anyway, Natalie lied on Sarah, in my opinion. I think she made it more than what it was, maybe for the TV show, maybe to manipulate Mike to do what she wanted him to do, or maybe to demean Mike, because you give me very, well, from what I've seen, I feel like we were extremely mentally abusive to Mike. So maybe that was another one of her tactics to put him under her thumb and tear him down. But I believe Sarah. I think you were lying. I think you blew the whole thing out of proportion. Yeah, so after Natalie started backtracking, the reunion pretty much wraps up around there. Oh, Natalie was putting that man through it. I still don't think that what Mike did to her was right, like dumping her on their wedding day. But, she put him through it. So I feel like if he made the decision a little bit earlier, I would have been rocking with him, making it on wedding day. Not cool. But I get where you were coming from, bro. Julia and Yara were very annoying at this tell-all for me. They were just loud and wrong the whole damn time. Ziad was hysterical. He had a blast at this reunion, and Ziad had a blast at this reunion, and I had a blast watching Ziad. Very fun. Rebecca killed it for me. Her being Sean's co-host, I know that wasn't the intention, but she was a great co-host. I enjoyed Rebecca. This part of the tell-all wasn't necessary. I didn't learn anything new. I didn't get any, hot topics and hot topics questions answered. It could have been left on a cutting room floor. In my opinion, part 1 was worth it. Part 2, y'all could have kept it. And I'll see a few of these characters next Sunday for 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after. Anyway, that is all of my thoughts on the part 2 of this reunion. If you're here just for the review, beloveds, it ends right now. Let's get into the chit chatter. The first comment I see, trust Natalie gonna meet the right one. You got a mouth, sis. You really, really have a mouth. Listen, you in America. We are on edge about everything. You gotta watch your mouth, because it seems like you pop off a lot to Sarah over the phone, through FaceTime. You never come through Zoom. You never come at that woman to her face. And Sarah doesn't give me that she's the kind of girl that likes a lot of talking. She don't do that. Sarah fights. I could tell from the lip, whatever this is, piercing, to the eyebrows. Them eyebrows, if you're from Philly, them eyebrows was giving me Kensington, Philadelphia. Very Kensington. And them Kensington girls, very Kensington and South Philadelphia. Them Kensington and South Philly white women, they fight. Oh, they don't do no talking. They don't do no I told you about that Italian chick in South Philly who told that sister she was going to cut off her head and piss on her neck. That's what Sarah gives me. That's what she gives me. Absolutely. Gracie Ellis had eyes all in headlights and looked embarrassed. Her body language showed it all. Yeah, because she realized that that American horror comment hit. It hit, and she saw how it resonated. So all of a sudden, she wanted to make, shut Sarah up. Nope, she exposed you. She exposed you. I'm scrolling up a bit too. So some of your comments are a bit older, but I just want to make sure I respond to everybody. Would say, yes, ma'am. They always think one man and a bunch of women. Give me my harem of fine mess, and I am the fine men. You see how I read men and said mess? A fine men, and I am the queen. Yes, that's the only way I would do it. Polyamorous, and I'm girlfriend number 3. Boy, bye. Let him know, Andrex. Couldn't be me. Boy, bye. Oh, no. No. It's the other way around for me. Crystal. Rebecca kept the world fed. Chicken is essential. I really enjoyed Rebecca on this reunion. I want to see 90 Day Fiancé do more stuff with her. There are 2 people that I feel like need more kind of spin-off things within this 90 Day Fiancé community, and it's Danielle and Rebecca. I think they're fun. I think they're interesting. I will watch anything they do. Wendy said, Lord, I understand the confusion with the second language. I am currently taking French, and if someone says something to me too fast, I am lost. I know. That's probably what was going on with Zied. That's why he was laughing the whole reunion. He had a good time. I enjoyed watching him and Rebecca. Kendall, hey sis. Kendall, the other women clearly have been blessed to have never been in a relationship with an emotional abuser. Rebecca was the only one who knew what was up. Absolutely. The women were gaslighting Amira the whole time. Julia and Yara, very annoying and very disappointing. Linda from 90 Day Fiancé, the melanated way. What in the hell do you see in Julia? Linda loves Julia, and I don't see it. I never go up for Julia. I was always like Team Julia because I'm Team Julia when it's concerning Brandon and his family. Outside of that, Julia, girl, you got to do some work. Oh, C. Cruz said their conversation, hey, gorgeous. Their conversation about screaming and yelling was triggering, like back in the day when they used to ask if they hit with a closed hand or an open fist. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Marion said it's a shame that Rebecca is not smart about her own damn relationship. Sometimes you can see it in other people and not in yourself, because Rebecca was hitting all the good points for me. I did have a problem where she was saying that, where she was agreeing with Yara, no, Julia, that men and women cannot be friends. And she was just like, that's how she is with Zied. He can't have any friends who is a woman. I don't get that. And maybe I'm just going to be that girl. My man, can have friends that are women. I'm not, that doesn't intimidate me, right? Because even if he has all of these friends who are women, he still chose me, right? And I allowed him to choose me. So that's not intimidating to me in that way. Also, I think it makes sense for men, or I think it's also very beneficial for men and women to have relationships that are platonic, especially with straight men and women, to have relationships that are like platonic. That happens, that exists. I have I got a lot of guy friends who my man will just have to understand, right? But they're like, I consider them my brothers. A lot of these men have been there for me in like amazing ways, right? In ways that my father should have been, right? And the relationship has never been anything but that, but like a close friendship that turned into brother and sister. It's possible. It happens. Like your man can never be friends with somebody of the opposite sex. Why are you in a relationship with him then? Because that means that you don't trust him around women when you're not around. So are you afraid that this person is cheating on you or doesn't really want you? That's your own insecurity manifesting into your man's relationship with women. If my man has friends who are women, I will be absolutely fine with it. Because he's going to have to be fine with the men in my life that are just my friends. And that happens. I understand, sometimes lines can get blurred. I get that. But I just telling your partner they can only be friends with one sex, the same sex, it's very insecure, very insecure. And just because they're only your man is only friends with men, don't mean he not banging them. You know what I mean? Like, girl, if he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. Period. For a lot of men, a hole is a hole. They don't care what it's attached to. Human, not human, inanimate object. I told you about them in them socks. That's weird to me. Very, very weird. I was disappointed in Rebecca for that one. It seems like it's all ultimatums with Andrew. Absolutely. It's his way or the highway. That's not a relationship. Lifestyle with Abby. Hey, gorgeous. Lifestyle with Abby said, I just saw Zied again at Target in Canton. I should have asked him if Rebecca is really as crazy as she appears on TV. Oh my goodness. That must be his happy place. Zied is like us. He is like us. That is his happy place. You think so, Kimberly? Kimberly said Andrew probably only wanted a child because his sister was about to have one. You think he's competing with his sister? He seems very weird to me. I really felt like he just wanted to trap that woman because I think he knows he can't keep a woman in any other kind of way. And I'm not saying that this is solely the reason why a lot of American men choose women from other countries to be in relationships with, but I think for a lot of American men, when they go outside of America and choose very specific countries that are suffering in some kind of way to pick their women from, you know what they're doing, right? You know when they go for a certain kind of woman who looks at America as an upgrade to their life. You know what those American men are doing. So I felt like he knew, because he just hasn't been having success with American women. I felt like he knew that when she got here, she probably would not want him. But I think in his mind, he's thinking, if I, strap her down with a child, she will think differently. Because in a lot of ways, women think for their child more than they think for themselves. And they stay in situations that are unhealthy to them because they want to stay with the father of their child. And to that, y'all know what I say. Don't. I don't care how many kids you got with this dude. If he is treating you horribly and won't change, get out. Your kids will love you better, respect you better for that. You think so, Soka? I've been getting that from her, and I'm just like, Hazel, the way you talk about women is not the same way you talk about your husband. Hazel, we're all starting to see it. Wendy said, in the words of Nicki Minaj, ain't pushing out his babies till he buys the rock. That mofo was crazy. Tell it. Candace, hey, beautiful, said Andrew absolutely wanted to trap her. Someone else would have swooped her up immediately. He knows that. Let me catch up. Exactly, Kendall. Kendall said there was a lot of pearl clutching this tell-all. Grow up, people. Thank you. Oh, polyamorous relationship. What? Y'all grown. Calm down. They were giving like 16-year-old reactions, and it was just throwing me off. Yes, Graciela. Graciela said most of the cast still act prepubescent. Absolutely. Call me old school too. I'm not sharing here with nobody but our children. That's it. Wendy said, yes, ma'am. They always think that, oh, yeah, you said, I got that comment earlier. Fabiola, hey, sis. Fabiola said, OMG, everyone was really judgmental of them. They should have brought out Ron and Betty. Maybe they would have had some good input about threesomes. Absolutely. Tyreek was like, this is normal. A lot of people do. The millions of people are in relationships like this. Millions of people in America and outside of America. Poly relationships, multiple partners is not new. It's old as time, to be quite honest with you. Monogamous relationships are younger than poly relationships, to be quite honest with you. Kimberly, I gotta post it. Kimberly said Hazel is doing what she has to do so her son can get over here and so she can have a black girlfriend. Listen, Hazel want a black woman. Cha, what a big butt. Hazel. Oh, child. Hazel is funny because Hazel does not talk much, but when she talks, she speaks. She speaks. Hey, lifestyle, what have you again? Said, I don't think polygamy can be practical with equal affection and attention. It's more detrimental than beneficial. But if people want to keep attempting it, have at it. Yeah, have at it. It don't work for me. I've never even tried. Girl, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. I would just be so exhausted. One partner is enough. Like, this is the thing. Like, y'all know when I was talking about Yara's situation, I was just like, you're upset that your husband is going to be gone for like a couple weeks. Girl, you better embrace that. Like, I could be in love and we could be up under each other. But I would need some time. Like, I would need for you to like go do something for a while, like, I can't see you every day. That's why a lot of relationships did not last quarantine, because I think a lot of relationships work best when you can be in and out, not in and out of the relationship, but when you guys can take some time away, whether it be work, vacation, just some time away. I think being up on each other all the time will just cause some kind of friction in some kind of way. Now, that's not the same for everybody, right? There are some people who love that. For me in my house, I need you to go to a game or two. Like, you want to be in here with me. This is my Saturday. I'm crafting. I'm putting my feet up. I'm doing facials. What are you doing? You don't have nothing planned? See, I'm already in it. I'm already in it. Oh, Minty is Vanessa. Minty is in America? I thought she was in the Philippines. Vanessa said Minty is from here. So how would that even work? I didn't want to say it, Leo, but since you said it, Tyreek and Minty have more chemistry than he has with Hazel. Maybe because Hazel is straight. Oh, I mean, Minty is straight. Hazel. I'm not seeing it, sis. I'm not seeing it. I'm getting something from you. Not something bad. I think you're doing with a lot of gay people do at first, right? I think a lot of them Not a lot, but some of them come out as bisexual because it feels safer for them than to come out as, being lesbian or homosexual, right? I think that's a safe, like, just to test the waters and see, and then eventually, because coming out is a process. I'm not saying that, I know it personally, but, I do have people in my life who started out, basically was bisexual. And as their family, you love and support them. Although, you know what I mean? You love and support them and you wait until they feel comfortable to be like, well, you know what? I'm just gay. And it's like, it's fine. It's fine. But, it's a little, sometimes, saying bisexual is a little bit safer because, especially as a woman, still saying that men still have a shot with you is safer in a way, because when men feel rejected, not all, when some men feel rejected, and that could just be you saying, I'm not attracted to you, you can put yourself in harm being around those kind of men, because there are a lot of sick men out there who try to, like, who would think of or act to harm a woman or assault a woman who is lesbian and say, oh, you just haven't been with the right man, and you know what I mean. So for women, it's safer. For men as well, I believe. But I'm just speaking of women. It would be a little safer to say that first, and then see how everybody reacts to you before fully coming into your identity. That could also be it. But I don't know. I just feel like when Hazel talks about women, it's a joy that she does, that I see in her, that I do not see when she talks about Tyreek. Miss Brown Sugar, hey, said, I know several lesbians who only want to be in relationships with women, but are fine getting the D. Oh, Lord. Every now and then. It's just a human strap on for them. Listen, it happens. It happens. We've all been to a lesbian baby shower, and it's not with their same sex partner. Listen, my cousin has had a slip up. And she just was like, I'm a woman. I was like, girl, I'm not judging. But I mean, like, you're not going to bring this dude to a family event and don't think we're going to have questions when y'all hugged up by the barbecue. Like, come on. Like, that's my only thing. You can't get mad if we be like, what? Hope. Like, hugged up. She's standing there tucking her Timbs, and he's like behind you, gripping you up, and you giggling. I can't ask a question? Like, what's going on? Sexuality is just, I feel like you really can't call it for a lot of people. I really, really do. I think for a lot of people, sexuality is just fluid. I really, really do. I think humans are just humans. And I think people who might think that they're one way will have this connection with another person and be so shocked by it and be like, oh my God, am I this? No, you just fell in love with this person. I think that happens. It hasn't happened with me. I'm still on this man train. And unfortunately, I don't want to get off. Ah! Jesus. Just can't get off this train. It doesn't get any better. The ride doesn't get any better, but I can't get off it. Marion said, even Nikki knows she sees chemistry, and I am sure those two got together, and Hazel probably knows too. Yeah, that's why I think Hazel is upset. Him and Minty have something. When it's that strong through Zoom, can you imagine if she was there in person and he was there in person? Baby. Every day, Black Lavender. Every day. Black Lavender says Sarah looks like she's been fighting every day of her life. And it looked like she started all them fights. It looked like she started each and every fight and won. Kimberly said, Natalie, just go get your green card and leave Mike alone. Let me tell you something. Mike and Natalie are one of the two biggest hams on this show. I will say that trailer, I'm real interested to see what Mike's mama gonna say and do to Natalie. Because she was at that car and Mike was like, and Natalie was just like, just close the door and leave. And his mom said something and she got cut off in the trailer. I'm like, oh, I'll be there. I want to see this. I want to see this. That's another thing I want to know, because it seems like Mike's mom was reacting about a lot more. And it seemed, from what I saw on the trailer, it seemed kind of unfair if we're bringing her on and she's reacting to everything that has happened up until, with Mike and Natalie, up until this reunion. Not what we saw, but what they have also been filming, that she was able to get to this point. Now, without knowing that, she seems like somebody who is, a mother who should just mind her business. She's too much into her grown son's life. But if they were currently still filming while, during this reunion, she's probably reacting to a lot more that she has now seen Natalie do since she became Mike's wife. Because they switch up. A lot of people switch up after the wedding. So she could be reacting to that. So it kind of doesn't seem fair if she's reacting to a bit more than what we have seen at the reunion. All right, let me go down to the most recent ones. Justine Justice League, what's up? Said Natalie isn't the only one who has a poor opinion about American women. Rebecca also said that all American women will steal a man. Ziad isn't even allowed to say hello to another woman. That comment that Rebecca said about all American women will steal a man is absolutely about how Rebecca feels inadequate around other women. And like when you say stuff like that, it's very loud and clear that you think so little of yourself that you feel like any woman could come up and steal your man. Girl, you better get some confidence. Miss Brown Sugar said, Nikki, you have so many stories. You need to be writing some of these down. I would love to, but they involve other people who I don't think will be okay with this. The only reason why I'm talking about this now is because my cousin doesn't watch 90 Day Fiancé. I wish I could have been there. That, I'm telling you, that was such a hilarious moment because the whole family was just like, you bring a whole dude. Like, I love my family. We are a sitcom. Like, everybody just, conversation stop. People like in the middle eating chicken. Didn't she come out 7 years ago? What the hell is that? Is that? That's a dude? I love him. I'm doing something like this. I was working on it, but the pandemic hit, so it didn't happen. But the one woman show is coming. I can't get off it. I can't. I love that train. That train is so damn good. I hate it. Alexis said, I know that there are a significant amount, where I live, there are a significant amount of Mormons. In my 20-something years, I have only seen it work out once. Listen. Graciela said, yes, Rebecca's insecurities always show through. I don't care how much work she gets done. Yeah, Rebecca's very insecure. It shows. Sly Cat said, I'm sure that Mike's mom wasn't pleased after watching Natalie call her son low class and low IQ. Yep. They're the best because everybody is like connected in that one moment about one thing. It's the best. And as Black people, we don't, like, we could have a whole conversation with just our face. And that's what happened. My mother is in there cooking something. She probably making burgers. Are you guys like me? I can't eat like because it's summer here in Cali all of a sudden, specifically LA. I can't eat like heavy foods when it's warm. I can only drink like ice water and eat watermelon. That is the only thing. Everything has to be very light. I think my mom's in there like making some double decker burgers that I just won't eat. I cannot eat heavy foods when it's hot. Vanessa said there was a guy I worked with that always hit on me, and I told him no because he was married. Also, his wife worked there too. But he said he could date whoever he wanted. Ask the wife. You see what I'm saying? Never listen to the man. Come on. Kimberly Rivers said, yes, a woman was shot in ATL a few days ago for dismissing a man's flirting. I think it was at the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York like 4 years ago. A woman was shot in the head for turning down a man's advances. It is very dangerous as a woman to reject a man. That's why a lot of women say, even if they're, not in a relationship with anybody or a man or whatever, a lot of them say, oh no, I have a boyfriend or I'm married. A lot of women say that because men respect the man, the imaginary man, more than they will respect you in saying, no, I don't want to be in this, because you saying, I just don't want to be with you, that is my decision, is not enough for them to stop them. But if you bring up an imaginary man, they'll walk away. Ain't that something? And I'm still on this train. Can't get off it. That's how I was made. Absolutely. Kimberly also said, I think most women are against polyamory slash polygamy because the way we have seen it, it looks to benefit the man and the patriarchy. One man, multiple women. Absolutely. That's how it was created. It was never intended for women, for it to be enjoyable for women at all. See, Golden said, did y'all peep how Mike and his friend were messing with Natalie with the way they said goodbye to each other? I was here for it. Why not? Why not? Natalie been messing with them the whole damn season. Let them have some fun. Marianne said, does Hazel still want Tyreek to be with a girl, or does she want to be the only one who is with the girl? I think right now Hazel is entertaining the idea of them bringing another woman into the relationship, but I don't think that she is voicing her full opinion. I think Hazel wants a woman who just wants to be with her. She said that she wants a girlfriend. I don't think she wants a girlfriend that her and Tyreek could share, and I don't think that Tyreek is going to be in on it with her bringing another woman into the relationship unless he can also enjoy another woman in the relationship. So that's where they're having an issue. And I don't think they're properly communicating that, but we, the viewers, can see. Vanessa, Tyreek will definitely will delete Mitchie's number when Stephanie stops kissing her cat. So you know that ain't happening. Absolutely, Sly Cat. Hazel wants a black woman and Tyreek wants a Thai Minty. Absolutely, Thai Minty. Come on, Black Lavender. Julia did the most acting like she ain't never heard of a three-way love affair. Julia was just doing the most for camera time, which means that she is going to do the most next season because now she's comfortable with this whole process and she knows what to do. She's going to get on my nerves during this in this next season. She was doing so much for camera time. I was just like, girl, calm down. Hey, Kendall. Kendall said, so happy I caught this live. I missed him most of the time, but these days I look forward to watching your reviews more than the actual show. Thank you so much, Kendall. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, my dear. Alexis, thank you, my love. Alexis said, would you consider ever making a Patreon? Alexis, thank you for the super chat. Right now, no. Here is why. I don't know how that works. Like when you go on Patreon, they don't let you know what, like with StreamYard, I'm just trying out StreamYard right now before I buy the plan. Like Patreon wants you to set up everything, but I don't even know how that's going to benefit me. So right now, no. If I could do like a trial to see how it goes, absolutely. But right now, no. But Alexis, DM your girl and let me know if you think it's beneficial and how. I would love to know that. Andrex said, Nikki, every time your streams, come on, I have to tell my man to go be with his friends for a while. Kick him out the room. Ciao. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna be a mess when I get into a relationship. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna be a mess for a minute. Let me get back to myself. Let me get back. It'll come out. I always come back. But when it's new, I'm that girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. CB said, I've been watching Seeking Sister Wife. Me too. Just haven't been able to do a review. And it's wild to see how many men only support polyamory for themselves and the women act blind. Absolutely. The Black couple, the sister is acting like she's good with everything. And I'm like, girl, foolish. You are not in control. The women think that they are in control of the situation. You are not in control. Fools. Hey, Aza, what's up, beautiful? Thank you, Alexis. Leo Lyon said, yes, Julia is going to be so extra on Happily Ever After. Yeah, I saw that trailer and I was just like, Julia's going to be annoying. I could take Yara. Yara was annoying too, but it was when her and Julia were like tag teaming together, acting like they're these, women who are above all the nonsense and they're in like these great relationships. And I'm like, do you know we watched your relationships this season? Both of y'all are in sad situations. Julia, you more than everybody else. So, girl, calm down. But she's definitely going to be doing the most for the cameras, and I'm already annoyed. CB said you should definitely do a Patreon or a membership somewhere that we can all act a fool and discuss specific topics. This is my thing, right? If we discuss some stuff with Patreon, would it be able to get out? Because I want to have, like, and I'm not saying I want to talk about, like, strangling cats. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, there is, because YouTube is such a public platform, there are just things that I just cannot talk about. Because, what the girl does. But I could go in if we're on if we're on a platform where stuff can't be pulled from. Let a girl know. A safe platform. So we'll see. Alexis said, I will say that if you really want to get to know someone, that is the job. People will really get personal and it would be awkward because I was just trying to get a bus size. What are y'all talking about? Oh, what are y'all talking about? Oh, great. I'm so glad because I never pronounced the names right and everybody be getting me together in the comments. So thank you so much, Aza. Hey, Shabu. Shabu said the Seeking Sister Wife couple from Colorado. The wife doesn't realize her man divorced her because he doesn't really want her anymore. Tell her. I'm telling you, when I have the time, I'm definitely going to talk about that show because I watch that show and I'm enraged. I'm like, girl, none of the women are in control, but they totally think they're in control of the situation with their men. And I'm like, you are just the first girlfriend. That's it. Like, the man is in complete control, but he's making you think that you guys are partners in this situation. Foolish. Stevie True said the series on Showtime polyamory is a good example of polyamory, which is way different than polygamy, which is usually religious based like Sister Wives. Oh, Okay. It's on Showtime. Do I have Showtime? Oh, I do have Showtime. No, Cinemax. Thank the Lord. Cinemax. Still nasty. Still nasty. I was watching this show. It was really good. Halfway through, and I'm watching it with my family. The woman comes out, and she is butt behind naked. Like, coochie out. Pubic hairs and everything. I'm like, Cinemax, what the hell? Did not renew. Did not renew. Yeah, for right now, I'll stay on YouTube and play it safe. Okay, right now, CB, we'll see. Oh, really? See, I'm staying away. I'm gonna keep playing it safe over on YouTube. Advice Queen said, "Girl, it ain't never safe. People be screen recording. See, nope, nope. I'm playing it safe over here on YouTube." Mm-mm. Yes, getting my summer body ready for my girl trip with my friends. I'll try not to act the fool. Act the fool. You've been in the house for a year. Act the fool. You've earned it. You've earned it. I was just talking with me and my girlfriends. We met up yesterday. And we were just talking about our trips. Why not? Life is short. Act the fool. Have a good time. You've earned it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Anyway, guys, let me get at it. Oh, shoot. I got to go to the post office. And I got a half an hour. Let me get out of here. I just realized that. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me for this live. I'm going to be doing a bunch of lives throughout the week. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you can come see your girl. You know, these lives start out, we're talking about something else, and then we'll end with something completely different. Come chat, come hang out. I will see you then. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you guys like what you see here, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in another video for something else. Love you all. And thank you to my moderators for making this possible. I will see you tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? Who knows? Who knows what I'm doing tomorrow? But I'll see you tomorrow at 12. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, my loves. Bye, Fabiola.